Hey guys, and welcome back to another video and the last legendary video of this month. So we pushed 6 days already. This is going to be the last day and we will take a look at where exactly we'll finish, and then the second topic of the videos, as you guys might see in the thumbnail and in the title. Yes, some people blamed me for cheating in the Legend League challenge, so we would come to this back at the end of the video because well, I want to talk a little bit more about this. But for now, let's get into a couple of nice attacks. Let's see how many trophies we can get at the last day. You can see right now, so far we have one defense in at the last day. Yesterday we're not doing too great. It was okay-ish, I would say. But well, if you guys would like to support me or the channel, make sure to use that creator code. You can find that in your settings, in more settings, and then at the bottom you can type in Itsu if you want to support me. If you want to support anyone, make sure to check out your most favorite Clash YouTuber and see if he has a creator code available. It helps a lot. Thank you guys so much. Let's get started with the first base. On this one, we have a teaser base, but a little bit a different one because this time we don't have the heroes all around the town hall. Like normally you have a lot of damage around the town hall, like all of the expos, scatter shots, heroes. On this one, we have like only the expos around there, like only the expos and the heroes at the top side mainly. So what are we going to do? We're doing basically the same thing as we're normally doing, which is Yeti Blimp to get the second layer cleared, which in our case is going to be the scatter shot. And then for the follow-up, we want to walk into the town hall, try to get the town hall, and then start the hybrid from the other side. If we do not get the town hall, we have to start into the town hall with our hybrid. That's like the setup. So what we have to wait for now is let's try to get this one cannon down to make the pathing better for our hybrid, or like for the queen walk in the beginning. Then the poison on the ice golems, and now we can chill a long time. Like those ice golems are taking so long to kill. It's so annoying, but I mean that's how it is. The wizard is taking out the cannon, so our queen cannot walk towards any other side except to the bottom of this base. And now we have to wait for our queen to decide which way she's going. If we do not get the town hall with our queen, and somehow we're starting at the top side with our hybrid, and then the town hall will be the last building, that would be kind of bad. So this is why we have to wait pretty long to make sure that we have like 100% that our queen is actually taking the right decision, or like taking the right path to the town hall. So that's what we have to waiting for right now. So right now it looks like the queen would take the right thing, or take the right direction to actually go for the town hall. Waiting one more second where she's going after the expo. She's deciding to go to the builder hut, which means she's going after that into the single inferno town, everything, freezing that. And now we can get started with the hybrid, which means it's still pretty close. So, like we have 1 minute and 15 seconds left. So this is going to be super close on time. We have the hybrid getting started, the royal champion behind. We're using the warden ability super early because the enemy heroes are kind of early on, and we're blocking a couple of eagle shots, so it's kind of nice to have, I guess. And now the hybrid is getting into the danger zone. We have to freeze the scatter shot just to make sure everything is staying alive. We have still tons of spells because like there's not too much left standing. So like this one heal spell should be easily enough to cover the rest of the base. Getting placed right now. I want to delay it a little bit because of the bomb tower at the bottom, but I have to place the heal spell right now. Now the queen is dead, but this means that the healers should switch. But once again, it's all about that time. 30 seconds left for around 25% of the base. This is going to be super close, which is not a good which is not a good thing. Like normally I want to have those overkills. It's way more chill to do them. The Inferno Tower is going down. This means the Royal Champion has the freedom to take out the Elixir Collector at the top side, but the last remaining ground skeletons actually deny the 3-star. I should have deployed the Archer already way earlier as well at the bottom, but well, this is going to be the first attack of the day, and it's not starting great. It's not starting great. Like 97%. And we're always on the hunt for those 40 cuppers because that's which pushes us kind of far in the leaderboard. So let's take a look at the next one. And on this base, we have a lot of ground expos behind the town hall, which means it's going to be kind of tough to charge in over there. But what we have to do is, let's take up one of those Inferno Tower compartments out, because, well, they look kind of nice for an Yeti blimp. And the next thing is we can normally lure the clan castle with this as well. If it's in range, is it in range? One thing which it's kind of annoying, or like not annoying, but it's good that they changed that. But one thing which is actually a huge nerf to the Yeti blimp is that the Yeti mites are not luring the clan castle anymore. That was actually pretty strong, considering nearly always luring the clan castle out. So now we're charging into the base. First wallbreaker, now the rest of the wallbreakers in behind. We have to rage the queen really soon because there are 2 expos on her. So otherwise this is going to be a little bit tricky. The queen is getting into the base, taking out the first expo. Now the enemy clan castle. The nice thing is that she's still in a rage, which means she's way faster than obviously without the rage. So now we have one more rage to place on our own. As soon as the rage is running out, we have to deploy the next one because there's a lot of damage on our queen. The sweeper is still on our queen, which isn't the best thing to have. Now the rage, and now the king and the wizards. The wizards are basically funneling the king and already the hybrid later on, because we want to get started with the hybrid into the town hall. We're delaying the Hawk Riders a little bit because we need to make sure that those storages are going away. Otherwise the Hawk Riders are way too far ahead of my miners, which wouldn't be a good thing. Now the queen is actually going around the corner of the wall to go for the eagle, which is super clutch for us. We have 2 more heal spells to play, so this is looking crazy good. 1 heal spell for the first bomb tower. The second heal could be placed for the enemy scatter shot. We have no warden ability left anymore, which is important to note as well. Now we're freezing the scatter shot just to make sure that most of the things are staying alive. Now the mines are coming as well, using the heal spell to keep everything alive. Trying to freeze the enemy queen and the scatter shot together. Not working out too well, but it's already too late. Like, the scatter shot is going down. There's so many Hawk Riders and miners still alive that this should be an easy 3-star. So, nice recovery, but we still have a ton attacks to go for, and way more triples are needed to get a nice ranking for the end of the challenge. So, well, let's see. But this is going to be the next, or the first 3-star actually of the day for us. So that's always nice. So let's go for the hunt for a couple of more of those, and then let's see in the end where exactly we finished. So we have once again another, well, this is kind of like a popular setup, isn't it? Like, we have the town hall, like this time it's not like in the corner, it's on the long side, the town hall, surrounded by the heroes. Then you have like the scatter shots and expos behind that. And what we're doing once again, like always on those teaser bases, even though this looks different, we're starting off at the flank of the base, which in our example is this Inferno Tower. Like, we want to get rid of that Inferno Tower to create a nice pathing for our queen, because the next goal, like the next step for us, is basically to have our queen going into this expo scattershot compartment. Because from this from this compartment, the queen can reach all of the expos which are deeper inside of the base, which means my healers are staying alive, basically. Otherwise, the healers might die. So we have to time the wall breakers to make sure that they are not dying to the scatter shot, which is possible because we had to use the rage nice and early. So that was kind of easy. Now we're sending in the Kokoloon. Kokoloon is going to the Wizard Tower, which isn't a bad thing either, because now the Wizard Tower is gone, which means like my queen cannot get distracted as all. Now we're taking out the enemy queen. The wall breakers are going for the perfect wall. There's no damage on the wall breakers, which means we can just send in another 2 to make sure that the wall is opened. And this means the town hall should be down. At this point, like after the first attack, I noticed I should have been way faster with my hybrid. Like, I should take the risk of not getting the town hall, because this increases my 3-star potential way more. Like, even though it's a possible 1-star, but otherwise it's going to be a time fail once again. So we have to get started with the hybrid. Queen is still doing her thing at the town hall, doing pretty well over there. Now the king is on the outside, the hybrid is in the core. Everything is looking really well for us, except this one scatter shot is still alive at the back end. My queen will most likely not get it because she's going for the scatter shot, and this means there's tons and tons of damage on my hybrid troops. We still have the warden ability left, and to be honest, I completely forgot that, because now I'm waiting for the perfect moment for the heal spell for my hybrid troops, waiting for it, and dropping it now, getting everything covered, which is perfect for us. And now I notice at this point, oh, I have 2 more freezes, and oops, I still have the Warden ability. The Warden is actually following perfectly, so the perfect Warden ability for the back end. And guys, we have still 2 freezes to go, which we could use. I'm obviously using that because there's no reason to swag and Legend League, like there's no point. Always doing the safe way. We have 35 seconds left with like 10% only on the line, and this means this is going to be another triple for us. This time, no time fell because we started way more early with our hybrid, and well, I should have done that on the first one as well, to be honest. And then it could have been completely different. And well, I take those 40 trophies, and we have one more attack to show you to you guys. And well, then we'll talk about the topic of this video. And some people who have kind of like a strange approach to the game. But well, on this one thing which I noticed in the end, did you guys ever see that the Royal Champion is targeting skeletons with his ability? At least me, I never saw this. I thought like whatever the defenses are down, the Royal Champion ability still only can hit buildings. And on this one, if I'm not completely wrong, if you can like scroll back or like go back in time for the video. I don't know why exactly, but my Royal Champ actually targeted the skeletons with his ability or with her ability. I don't know why, but I don't know. I guess I have to ask if that's intended or if it was just an unlucky bug. I don't know. On this one, we have all of the expos on the non-town hall side, which always leads for us to nice town hall charge. Like that's like always the thing which I like to go for if all of the expos are on the other side of the town hall, because this normally means there's an easy way to charge them. So on this one, what we're doing, we try to charge into the single Inferno Tower, which means like we need a double layer. And the next thing is what we need good funneling, because our king or something over there needs to be funneling our queen, otherwise she goes somewhere random. And the thing is, we had to use our king because nothing else could actually wreck the enemy queen, and the queen would completely mess up the pathing. You can see without this archer tower going down, this would be super risky for my queen actually getting into the base, so I had to use my king over there. One thing which you can always keep in mind, we have a lot of different siege machines with us, which means we can always switch in between of those. So we do not have to use the blimp. We can use for the funnel purpose, we can always use the siege barracks. So we do not have to use the king always for the hybrid. We can sometimes use the king as well for funneling for our queen. That's totally fine as well. So now we're getting started with our siege barracks, the baby dragon next to it, just to keep to make the funnel a bit faster, and then the hybrid in behind. Everything is looking really good. We still have the queen ability, using her right now. Use her a little bit earlier, otherwise she might have died due to a scatter shot. But well, so queen is doing her thing on the right side. She would die kind of soon, but what this means is the healers will come over and will support everything. The Hawk Riders are going ahead like way too much, so we have to use an kind of aggressive heal. I don't know if the heal was kind of wasted over there. Well, a couple of mines are going inside, so I think it's fine, but still wasn't the best heal spell location. We have one more freeze to go for the scatter shot and the Inferno Tower, like the expos. Deciding for the expos and the scatter shot, and this is looking really good. Like we have one more loon to place, a couple of more wizards to make sure that this is not ending up in a time fell. We have like around 1 minute left, and this is looking way too good. Like this is looking perfect. There were no really good spring trap locations against our hybrid, so this was a pretty nice attack, and this is always a nice thing to end the day with a 3-star. So we're actually finishing up our entire challenge with a 3-star, which is nice. So let's see where exactly we finished, and then we'll talk about the cheat thing again, right? Like I think that's one of the main reasons a lot of people are watching this video. So 5,870 trophies, 252 trophies on the day. Not the best thing, but I guess decent for considering that I'm always recording. So it's okay. I think we could have done better, but still 7 days of pushing, which means well, overall tons of attacks, tons of fun. But let's see where we finished. We finished actually on the top 5 in Germany. Always like remember that we still have a couple of defenses left, and we nearly got into the top 200 with only 7 days of pushing. That's crazy. That's freaking crazy. So pretty proud of that. Pretty proud of that. And now let's get to the juicy part. And whenever someone is good or like doing something crazy, I wouldn't even consider my week crazy. I feel like I did pretty poorly on the back end of the week. We had a lot of around about 240 cup offense days, which are not the best things, especially if you want to push high. So I feel like it wasn't really good, but there was actually a Facebook comment which I found so freaking funny that I had to put it into a video. And actually, it's kind of nice of a topic for a video, which a lot of people will click most likely. So even though it's in general, but what this guy is saying is it's like 108 fights, and on the top 15, there's something fishy going on, Mr. Ritsu. And it's so freaking funny because first thing, it's only 108 attacks because I had to push back to legend. Over the entire week, we only used 56. But no one tell this guy. Like, he would go crazy. Like, don't tell this guy. So we only used 56 attacks to gain to get to 5,870 trophies. And we started the week at 4,954 trophies. So a pretty good result over the entire week. Like I said, I will show you guys the base, which I use tomorrow. And well, I don't know this guy. It's crazy. I really, I don't know. I mean, I showed all of the attacks on YouTube. I live recorded them. But I mean, some guys still think that I'm doing some, I don't know. But well, that's I guess always my faith. But either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the entire week. If you guys would like to see me doing this the next month again, let me know. Let me know the strategy you guys would like to see. And well, guys, thank you. See you next time. Until then, and bye-bye.